Sweet Chariot Travel Channel. My name is Chinita and I am a solo traveler. In this video, I'll be going over my overall experience visiting Quito, Ecuador. In my previous video, I went over the things that you should know before visiting Ecuador, so make sure you check out that video for more details about Ecuador as a country. But in this video, I'll be specifically talking about Quito. I flew on Avianca Airlines to get to Quito, and Quito is the capital of Ecuador. The airport in Quito was really nice. It was clean, it's modern, so I was very happy about that. And to leave the airport, I booked an Uber. It takes about 45 minutes to get to the La Carolina Park area, which is where I stayed. The price for my Uber for the 45-minute drive to La Carolina Park was, well, the La Carolina Park area was $25. It may run you from like $25 to $30 to get to the La Carolina Park area. I did not have phone service when I landed in Ecuador because I came from Mexico. So I had to use the Wi-Fi at the airport to book an Uber, which was kind of risky, because I was putting a lot of trust in the Uber driver's hands to make sure like he got me to where I needed to go. So I did send like my information to my family. On the Uber app, you can like share your ride details with other people. So I made sure I shared the details of the route to get to my apartment. And I also took a picture of the Uber driver's license tag in his car, and I had sent it to my family as well. You can get a SIM card at the airport. I didn't get one, so I just used the Wi-Fi to book my Uber. And I used Uber the whole time I was in Quito. That was my main transportation. I had great experiences with Uber drivers. There are taxi drivers in Quito. I did not book any rides with taxi drivers. I didn't feel the need to since Uber is available in Quito. And another thing about the Uber drivers is that they will ask you to sit in the front seat. I didn't ask why. I don't know why. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me why, but they will ask you to sit in the front seat. I didn't mind. It wasn't a big deal to me, but it was a big deal to them. So don't be surprised if they say, hey, no, get in the front seat. Just get in the front seat. Biking is very popular in Quito. On Sundays, the city will close down different streets so that people can ride their bikes through the city. You see people are riding their bikes. I did go on a bike tour when I was in Quito, and it was a great tour. It was like a bike/city tour, and I'll put the description, or I'll put the title of that tour in the description box. Towards the end of the tour, I had to hop off the bike because I was just tired. I was tired. It was a little difficult for me to breathe because of the altitude. I was over it. It was really a great tour, and I would recommend that tour. It just was a little strenuous. All right, my first trip to the grocery store was also difficult for me because my apartment was uphill from the grocery store. So the grocery store that I went to was the Mega Maxi grocery store. Going downhill, I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was walking downhill. Actually, I was on the phone, and so I wasn't thinking about the fact that I was walking downhill. So I bought all these groceries at the Mega Maxi store, and I was walking back towards my apartment, and as I was going uphill, I was like, I don't think I can do this. It was rough. It was rough. I had to take little breaks, and I didn't want to catch an Uber because my apartment was 5 to 10 minutes away walking distance. So I had to just take my time going up the hill with all these groceries that I had. That was my last time doing that. Because of that, I knew like if I was gonna walk to the store, I wasn't gonna be able to buy that many groceries. And also from that point on, I just started getting an Uber from the grocery store because I didn't feel like carrying like gallons, and I had a gallon of water. But anyway, there are hills in Quito. This is the bedroom, and then we have a desk, the dining area, living room, me, and TV. They also left some chocolate, some rose chocolate, so I can't wait to try that. The restroom, the bathroom. And the kitchen has a oven. and a washer and dryer. My second Airbnb was closer to the La Carolina Park, and it was near the El Jardín Mall. So it was easy for me to go to the grocery store. It was like right next door. Well, it was like 5 to 8 minutes walking distance to the mall, to the grocery store. So it was very easy for me to go get my groceries at that Airbnb. We got the mountains over here. Some construction, which sucks, but that's okay. It's some construction over here as well. So you got the mall right here. There's a super maxi grocery store in the mall. And then the park is over there. Oh, that's on the outside. Yeah, okay. I see all the dirt, but that's on the outside because of all the construction. So the host, she was telling me to keep the window closed. That's the El Jardín Mall and the La Carolina Park over there. I'm also going to put the name of that Airbnb in the description because it was in a great location. The host was amazing. It was in a luxury apartment. Also, the people who worked at the apartment, they were very welcoming. They were very kind as well. So I'm going to put the information for that apartment. And that was also my favorite Airbnb so far since I had been traveling. And the last time I checked her reviews, it was like at a 5. So yeah, she's a great host, and I felt comfortable in that apartment. And that area that I was staying in, it's a great area. I was told to not go to the La Carolina Park at night. Not just at the park, but in Old Town and just walking around in Quito at night. Don't do that. Slow traveler like me, or if you're a digital nomad, or if you just plan to be in Quito for longer than 3 days, the La Carolina Park is a good area. It's best to join Facebook groups while you're visiting Quito. So the Facebook group I joined was Expats in Quito, and that's what kept me informed on like what was going on in the city while I was visiting Quito. Quito is located 2,850 meters above sea level, so altitude sickness is very common. The weather is unpredictable, so it is best to dress in layers. Make sure you take a jacket and wear a hat to protect you from the UV rays. If you're not fluent in Spanish, make sure you download Google Translate. Also, eat at the markets. I did go on a couple of food tours and I went to some, different restaurants, but the best Ecuadorian food that I had was at the market. The food is affordable. I felt comfortable going to the market by myself. It's not like this big, extremely big market. So yeah, go to the market. I also noticed that people didn't stare at me as much when I went into grocery stores and just walked around on the street. People didn't like stop and stare, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that there are Afro-Ecuadorians in Ecuador. And I felt comfortable being there. Also, Quito is a very diverse city. So I really liked to see like all the diversity in Quito. $, and for tipping at restaurants it is 10%, but it's not anything mandatory, so it's not expected of you. It's a thing of if you want to leave a tip, you can leave a tip. When it came to Uber drivers and delivery drivers, I would normally give them a tip, no problem. So it's up to you if you want to give a tip, but it's not expected of you to give a tip. if you're traveling around Ecuador, I think 2 to 3 days is a good amount of time to experience Quito. I would only stay in the historic area if you feel comfortable staying in central areas. I personally would not stay in that area. But if I was like just traveling through, maybe I would stay in that area. Most of your tours is going to be in the Old Town area or the historic area. So if you are just traveling through, then staying in that area might be good for you. But if you're a slow traveler, I don't think you would like staying in the historic area. So that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you like and share the video and subscribe to the channel if you're interested in solo traveling or if you would like to follow my solo traveling journey. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video, which is going to be about me traveling from Quito to Lima, Peru. And that was a long day, y'all. That was a day. That was a rough day. My face was swollen in that video just because I was exhausted. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Bye.